Alright, people, here goes nothing. The last episode in the Trench trilogy. Roll it. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Channel's name is The Third Ernest. I'm Ernest Ariano the Third. Y'all guys are the third family. If you're new here and you're not subscribed, consider becoming part of the family. Clicking the subscribe button, bottom right hand corner. Now we done did Jumpsuit. We done saw the inside of Dima. We saw them breaking out. We saw the Niners come together and be like, what the hell happened here? And then my mind was blown when I read the comments and I saw that they were literally building a neon gravestone. And I thought, that's fire. And then also I find comfort in knowing that even though I'm late, y'all don't know who the hell Clancy is either, because apparently he's not Tyler, because he was watching Tyler get like abducted by Nico in the very beginning of the first episode. So I'm hyped. I'm expecting there to be a lot going on in this video because the song is a short song, but it's like jam-packed. If there was any song that had any crypticness, it's this one right here. Even now, knowing what I know about the whole storyline, even some lines right now are like, I don't know what he's talking about. So we're just gonna go ahead and have to watch the video because I'm hyped. And then everybody's saying Heathens is like part of it, but not really part of it. It's like, I don't know. So I might do Heathens too. I don't even know. But let's just go ahead and pop these bad boys on. Follow your boy on Instagram and on Twitter at TheThirdErnest, just like the channel. Links in the description below. And we got Levitate. Let's get it. So they went to go get him, I assume. Is that what happened? Like he knew that they were coming and that wasn't his first time escaping, if I'm not mistaken, because he had like that yellow daisy or that yellow whatever flower that was for every time he got out. But then that's why he had more than one in his room. He had more than one because it was more than one failed attempt at escaping. I think that's like where I'm at in the story.
Since the 7th grade.
You know what I realized? Hold on, before we actually start getting into the song. They're shaving his head. No, I'm definitely not going to get the metaphor for that because this is not the first time he's had his head shaven or shaved in a music video. But what I was going to say is that I remember when I heard this song and I was like, damn, this is like such an offbeat type of beat pattern. And then like the flow is like, it's not your typical type of flow that you would expect. I don't even know how to explain the type of rhythm that it has. It's like helter skelter. It's like, it just shows the true versatility that he has within his writing and within his capability of rap. There's a lot of actual rappers right now in the game that couldn't write to this rhythm or couldn't write to this pattern.
Oh, I know how to levitate up off my feet, and ever since the 7th grade I learned to fire breathe. And though I feed on things that fell, you can learn to levitate with just a little help. Learn to levitate with just a little help. Calm down, calm down. Cowards only come through when the hour's late and everyone's asleep, mind you. Now show up, show up. I know I shouldn't say this, but a curse from you is all that I would need right now, man. Calm down.
Yo, when I first heard that cowards only come through in the hours when it's late and everyone's asleep, that's a bar. It's a bar because everything comes together in one line. Like the literal story that he's telling, but also the symbolic nature of the story. They all come together as one. Cowards only come through in the hours when it's late and everybody's asleep. Like he's literally talking about the Niners and Nico. But they represent all the bad thoughts, and he's basically saying like all the negativity, all of the anxiety, all the issues that I have, all the insecurities, they only come through when everybody's asleep. Like when I have insomnia and I'm starting to think about these things late at night, that's the only time that these insecurities arise. And he said ever since the 7th grade I learned to fire breathe. This is the way I took that line, but that's when he started writing raps, and the raps are fire. He is breathing that fire. And he said, I know how to levitate off my feet, and you can too. All you need is just a little help. Like you need someone there to tell you that you are as good, or to kill those insecurities that are weighing you down. And the only way out of Dima, which is basically the entire symbol of all the insecurities and all the negative things that he feels, the only way out is up. East is up. So he's got to levitate to get out, and you can levitate too. You just need a little help, a little guidance to show you how to do it. Fire. Literally fire breathing right now.
Show up. I know I shouldn't say this, but a curse from you is all that I would need right now, man. Calm down, calm down. Cowards only come through when the hour's late and everyone's asleep, mind you. Now show up, show up. I know I shouldn't say this, but a curse from you is all that I would need right now, man. Danger in the fabric of this thing I made.
I like that the timeline of the video is off. Whereas with the other two videos, the timeline was straightforward. The songs were straightforward. This song is not straightforward at all. Like I said, it's completely different than your normal song structure, which is verse 1, chorus, verse 2, chorus, bridge, chorus. That's your normal song structure. We've already gone through 3 different song structures and we're only 52 seconds into the video. So it's dope that the timeline of the video is also out of your normal video structure. It's not linear. It's all over the place. That's tight. Those are just those little things that you don't even realize until you realize, and then now you can't unsee it.
Danger in the fabric of this thing I made. I probably shouldn't show you, but it's way too late. My heart is with you hiding, but my mind's not made. Now they know it like we both been for some time, I'd say. The smirking after blood, the circling above.
Yo, this video is dope. The editing of the video is money. And he said, danger in the fabric of this thing I made. It's so ambiguous. It's so cryptic. It could be whatever. The danger in the fabric of this music that he's writing, because he's telling all of his emotions. He's telling all of his insecurities and problems. And there's danger in that because he's exposing himself to millions of strangers. Or there's danger in trying to escape Dima. Like, it could be literally talking about the storyline. And as he's interacting with all these people that kind of like saved him, as the song progresses, he keeps getting put more and more yellow. They keep putting more yellow tape on him. So it's like his confidence is building. And then the swagger that he has in this, like, his confidence is building in the swagger too. And then he said, my heart is with you hiding, but my mind's not made. Like, my heart knows what's true, but my mind's holding me back, because that's where all the negativity, that's where all the insecurities and all the issues arise from the mind, not from the heart. The mind's thoughts are too powerful for its own good sometimes.
The smirking after blood, the circling above. But this is not enough. Yeah, this is not what you thought. No, we are not just graffiti on a passing train. I got back what I once bought back in that slide. I won't need to replace this culture is a...
Ooh, son, that little flow right there. He said they're smirking at fresh blood and they're circling above, but it's not gonna be enough this time. I've got control of my thoughts. I got control of who I am.
Yeah, this is not what you thought. No, we are not just graffiti on a passing train. I got back what I once bought back in that slide. I won't need to replace this culture is a culture of...
Oh, I don't think I ever heard what he said right there.
Yeah, this is not what you thought. No, we are not just graffiti on a passing train. I got back what I once bought back in that slide. I won't need to replace this culture is a...
See, this is why I'm glad that people told me to do car radio, because he said I got back what I once bought, but there's no need to replace what goes in that slot. Because that slot that he bought a car radio for that he used to play when he drove, that kept his brain distracted so that way his mind wouldn't wander into this dark place. But now he's got a hold of himself. Now he's got a grip of these thoughts. Now he's got the confidence to where he doesn't even need that radio anymore. That was fire. I don't even think I've ever heard that because of how fast it is, and I never paid attention.
We are not just graffiti on a passing train. I got back what I once bought back in that slide. I won't need to replace this.
Man, the drum line there is dope too. The way it just like accentuates like the fast spit.
No, we are not just graffiti on a passing train. I got back what I once bought back in that slide. I won't need to replace this culture is a culture of overexposure. Not today, don't feed me to the vultures. I am a vulture who feeds on pain. Sleep in the well-lit room, don't let the shadow through. And sever all I knew, yes, sever all I thought I could deepen on my weekends on...
Yo, just... You can clearly hear the level of confidence in this song and what he's saying in the lyrics compared to the other two tracks. But the most powerful line by far right there is that this culture is a poacher of overexposure. And it's powerful because that's really the first time that he ever broke the fourth wall of the story. Like, the storyline is just, the songs have been all about the storyline that we're watching, this fictional story. But then he switches it right there and switches it to actual commentary about the culture of today. The oversharing on Instagram, the oversharing on Facebook, on Twitter. Like, everybody's got to have their lives out there, and whenever shit goes wrong, that's the type of shit that goes viral, you know? And he says, don't feed me to the vultures that are just circling around waiting for something bad to happen. And that correlates directly back to Neon Gravestones, because Neon Gravestones was basically saying that we praise these people who commit suicide. They're more popular than ever after their death. At least that's the way that I take it.
Exposure not today, don't feed me to the vultures. I am a vulture who feeds on pain. Sleep in the well-lit room, don't let the shadow through. And sever all I knew, yes, sever all I thought I could do.
Sleep in a well-lit room and don't let the shadow through. I never heard that either. That's the first time that I'm paying attention to what he said right there. Sleep in a well-lit room because all the demons come out at night. All the dark thoughts only come out when everybody's asleep.
Yes, ever all I thought I could deepen on my weekends on the freezing ground that I'm sleeping on. Please keep me from, please keep me down from the ledges. Better tested wooden wedges under doorways. Keep your wooden wedges under doors. Chorus verse. Now here comes the 8-8 habits here to you. The rest of structure compensates with compensation.
Hold on. That was fire. The way that he said, here comes the 8-8 points at him, that was fire. And then that whole part right before that, it's like, that's the part of the song that I don't understand. Like, I get keep me from the ledges, like, especially, like, obviously whenever you go on bridge, like people that jump off of bridges, but keep me off of the ledges of the bridge. Like, that's pretty straightforward, but I feel like it's almost too straightforward for the way that this song is written. And then the wooden wedges under the doors, is he like trying to keep people out, so he keeps the wooden wedge under the door to keep them from opening it? Or is it like on the opposite side so he can't open it? That right there, I don't know, but we're gonna go back to where they point at each other and then the rest in the drums. Just looks and sounds fire.
Doorways, keep your wooden wedges under doors. Chorus, verse, now here comes the 8-way. Habits here too, you're the worst, your structure compensates. But compensation feels a lot like rising up to dominate by track. To at least they all know all they hear comes from a place. Oh, I know how to levitate up off my feet, and ever since it's...
This is the most I've ever struggled with deciphering a song. And leave it to Tyler. Leave it to his cryptic writing style to like stump me. It's like this whole last portion of the song is him no longer talking about the storyline. It's like he flipped and broke the fourth wall again, and now he's talking about the fact that his insecurities when it comes to writing this music and writing these things, like no matter how confident he gets with his musical capability, the doubt is always going to be there. It's always going to find a way in. Because it sounds like at the end right here, he's going back to doubting himself, and he's talking about using the song structure to compensate for the fact that the lyrics aren't that great or that the song isn't that great. And then he talks about track 2, which this one is on the album, it's track 2. And that what we hear, no matter whether he thinks it's good or bad, like it's coming from a true place. It's coming from a real place. He's not writing songs just to write them, just to make hits. All these songs have a meaning to him. All these songs hold a special place to him because he's letting us in on that strength and those insecurities. Like everything from here, everything from when he broke the fourth wall to start talking to us directly, he's no longer talking about the storyline. That's always been gray and unclear to me. So someone clear it up for me if you can in the comments.
Feels a lot like rising up to dominate by track. To at least they all know all they hear comes from a place. Oh, I know how to levitate up off my feet, and ever since the 7th grade I learned to fire breathing. Though I feed on things that fell, you can learn to levitate with just a little help. You can levitate with just a little help.
See, like it's like the end of the song is those doubts and those insecurities and those bad thoughts creeping in. And the end of the video right here is like I'm never going to escape that. It's always going to be there. And it grabs his neck because obviously the insecurity is around his vocals and his pen, which is why he has the black neck. And no matter how confident, no matter how much he's able to suppress those thoughts, they're always going to come through. And of course it comes through at night. The music video is now at night, and it comes through and grabs him by the neck and pulls him back. Dragging him back because there's no chance of him ever escaping. No chance of him fully escaping, at least. And anybody that goes through any kind of mental disorder or mental illness, whether it be suicide, whether it be depression, whether it be extreme anxiety, you're going to have your good moments and you're going to have your bad moments. It's your fight against being too good to where you like let your guard down, but also being way down here in the depressed mode or like falling victim to your anxiety. And that's basically what these 3 videos symbolize. It's just like it's the entire fight up, and then it's drug back, and then an entire fight up, and then drug back again. That's dope. Yo, this video is way too long for a 2.5 minutes, for a 2.5 minute video. But that just goes to show like the creativity in the song and the multiple symbols within the video and the video direction and the lyrical writing and the capability that he has as a writer. Like there is a shitload to unpack from a 2.5 minute video. But at the end of the day, it's almost like a perfect symbol of the entire struggle that anybody goes through whenever they have mental issues or like mental health disorders. And again, it's crazy that they can make these 3 songs the lead singles and they have millions and millions of views. And in trilogies, especially with movies, like the worst one is the third one. But right here, that's not the case at all because it just brings the entire thing full circle and then we start back where we started in Jumpsuit. But yo, that was dope. I now understand why they have like this devoted and almost like cult-like following from their fan base because it takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of my effort, a lot of your effort to do the research, to like understand what these songs are talking about. And whenever someone is so devoted and so committed to that, it translates into an extremely loyal fan base, and that's dope. But yo, if you like what you see, leave a like, leave a comment down below. If you have a different interpretation or anything like that, leave a comment. If you like what you see enough, please consider subscribing, because that's how we do it around here. We go in depth with the analytical breakdowns of everything that I see in front of me. That's why this video is as long as it is for a 2.5 minute song. Follow your boy on Instagram and on Twitter, link down in the description below. Also the Discord, hop in the Discord. We just had like a little family game night the other day in Discord playing, I forgot what we were playing, Scrabble, whatever the name of it was tight. So hop in the Discord if you want to talk to me. But that pretty much ends today's video. I appreciate everybody watching, everybody that stuck through this Trench trilogy. If you're new here and you sub because of it, I really appreciate you. But like I always say at the end of all of my videos, go out there in the world, love and care for one another, love and care for each other. I'll catch everybody on the next video. Peace.